p equal to 8 is not p going to infinity. And they would like to go to a higher order if they could, because all of theoretical support saying you should do it. But the sad fact is that after a lot of trying, people are just not getting there. But then there's another kind of high order method that you can think about, spectral methods. These have been around essentially even longer than high order finite element methods. And they're happily going to orders, degree 120, 24, 256,000. So what allows them to go to orders of 1,000, which, that's getting on to the p going to infinity. And yet, with the finite elements, we're not really getting towards anything greater than p equal to 8, and yet it's necessary. So we can sit there and say, well, it's, people just haven't implemented it, but it's been around long enough that it's just not happening. So that's one kind of nagging doubt that had been in my mind for several years, but I didn't really kind of consciously conceptualize this until much later. So that's one kind of issue. And then there's another issue. I mean, there's a big conference on the mathematics of finite elements and applications, which is held every 2 years or 3 years in the UK. And as a young PhD student, I went along there, and there was a talk from Larry Shoemaker. So he was basically brought in as, a Christian to the lions, talking about using techniques from high-order approximations, spline techniques, all of this literature, basically giving us the background on that, and necessarily techniques from CAGD, and basically saying, finite elements, you're in the business of using spline approximations, maybe specialized spline approximations, but nevertheless spline approximations, but not much of this literature is really being used by the high-order finite element community. And this